Hi, welcome to Stories with Lori. Today we're going to read The Skunk by Mac Barnett. This is a famous old tale. See what you think. When I left my house, there was a skunk on my doorstep. Can you imagine? How bizarre, right? I kept very still. I didn't want to startle him, but the skunk did not seem scared. Slowly and carefully, I backed away and started down the street. After all, you don't want a skunk to raise his tail and make a smelly mess on you. The skunk started right after me. We walked together a few blocks. I thought it was funny that a skunk and I could be going in the same direction. But after a mile, I realized I was being followed. What could that skunk want? Very strange. When I sped up, the skunk sped up. When I slowed, the skunk slowed. I took many wild turns, and so did the skunk. What in the world could he want? Very strange indeed. I turned to the skunk. I asked, "What do you want?" The skunk did not answer. The skunk was a skunk. I bought the skunk an apple. I gave him a saucer of milk. I offered him my pocket watch. The skunk did not want any of those things. This was ridiculous. I was wasting my time. I hailed a taxi and sped off down the avenue. The skunk took the next cab. How did he do that? And how's he going to pay for it? Well, outside the opera house, I hid behind a shrub. The skunk did not see me crouching there. Success! I bounded up the steps and I took my seat. I was relieved to find myself between a lady and a gray old officer. But then, of course, skunks can't buy tickets to the opera. The curtain rose and I smiled. What a sigh of relief for him. In the middle of the first solo, the skunk came trotting down the aisle. And look at that, he's right there. The next thing you know, he climbed up on the lady's gown and took a seat on her head. She didn't notice she was wrapped. "Excuse me, madam," I said, "but there seems to be a skunk on your head." "Hush," said the lady. "This is my favorite part. So strange and so sad." I had to escape. I excused myself and hurried out a fire exit. He's thinking, what is going on? The skunk pursued me across the city. He followed me through the sculpture garden and the cemetery. I could not get away. I ran to the carnival and I bought a ticket to the Ferris wheel. The skunk boarded the gondola after mine. We rode around in great circles. He was not getting any nearer, but he was not getting farther away. Can you imagine? I'll admit that I began to panic. I ran past the wharf and turned down an alley. It was a dead end. The skunk walked right toward me. "Go away, skunk," I shouted. But the skunk came closer and closer. I lifted a manhole and I climbed down into the sewers. I hurried underneath the streets. Many times I paused to catch my breath, but never for long. I had to go on. When I came up, I was in a different part of the city. I found a new house, I bought new things, and on my first night when I opened my bedroom door, guess who was waiting there for me? No one, nobody, just his new house. I threw myself a party, I cooked a large dinner, and people brought me gifts. He's living large now, right? After dessert, during the dancing, I thought about the skunk. What was he doing? Was he looking for me? Was he back in his burrow? Was he following someone else? All these thoughts. I left the party to find my skunk. Phew. He was not in the alley. He was not in the carnival. He was not beneath the city. I could not find him anywhere. I searched and searched. There was the skunk. I trailed him down the sidewalk, careful to remain hidden. Who's chasing who now, huh? I think I will keep an eye on him and make sure he does not follow me again. Isn't that funny? We get kind of attached to things sometimes, things we think are a bother. Suddenly we realize, hey, where is that thing, that little friend? What a crazy fun story. It's called The Skunk by Mac Barnett. Very famous. Hope you liked it. I'll see you right here next time on Stories with Lori.